So we have a couple stories today. First, Jimmy Kimmel's returning, kind of. Um, Several of the ABC affiliates, including big groups like Sinclair, are flat out refusing to air his show again. They've demanded that he apologize to Charlie Kirk's family and even make a donation before they'll carry Jimmy Kimmel live again. So while the network may technically bring him back, in many markets you may not see him at all. This raises the real question. Is this about his comments, about his ratings, which have been falling for years? Probably both. Speaking of Charlie Kirk, you've probably seen the clips of all the garbage and trash left outside of the memorial. And people are just, talking all kinds of trash, so to speak, um, about you know the people that left the trash. So here's the story. The the guests for the memorial were told that you're going to be waiting in line for a couple hours. Be sure to bring water and snacks. And oh, by the way, maybe you noticed in those photos, not a single garbage can. Not one. It was planned that way for security purposes because if you had trash cans all over for all those hundreds, there's 70,000 people that were going to go inside the stadium, plus all the overflow. I've heard numbers anywhere from 100,000 to 300,000 because it's overflow. You don't really know how many people were there. There were 200,000 confirmed registered. So, who knows? But that many trash cans, that's an awful lot of bomb opportunities. So, that's a lot of extra work for security. So, no trash cans. What they did do is as soon as everybody was inside, they had cleanup crews already lined up. And as soon as everybody went inside, everybody went to work. And as soon as people started circulating videos of all that trash, people from the area came to show up to clean up. And guess what? By the time they got there was no trash. It was already cleaned up because the cleanup crews were that effective. So be careful when you start talking trash because you might just be overstepping. Maybe it was planned. I know that seems weird, but it was just a security thing. So next, this one's kind of weird, the way it's been spun, but there's new digital IDs rolling out in different countries, like Vietnam, where it's just a biometric ID to help cut down on scams and stuff. Where it ties in your like facial recognition and your thumbprint, and eventually, they'll be scanning your iris and things like that. And they've been using it in India for years, but and if you don't do it, they freeze your account. And this month they froze, I think it was last week, millions of accounts in Vietnam. It's not like they took the money; the accounts are frozen. You have to get your biometric account, your biometric ID, in order to access your account. But people are calling it the mark of the beast because it's something new. These are government issued digital ID systems, um, basically an electronic ID on your phone. It's not an implant. It's not a microchip. So, yeah, to me that's a stretch. I don't see how that's a mark of the beast. It's not implanted on your forehead. It's not implanted on your hand. So, anyway, and since we're talking about other countries, The Trump administration has hiked the cost of applying for an H-1B work visa to $100,000. Um, and we know why. I mean, because he's trying to keep jobs for U.S. citizens. But critics say this could choke off the flow of skilled workers, especially in tech and universities, and could ripple through the broader economy. Markets are already watching to see how it plays out. So, anyway, that's your update for today. Have a great day.